counsel. So what is the Lord going to do with you on this day, man? He's going to pass over with you with death, all right? Because you are unworthy to be on the earth anymore, man. Like I've been saying about Esau, man, and you two-thirds, man, y'all are unfit to be on this planet because you're vessels of dishonor, man. You speak evil of things, man, all right? And you abuse and you pervert, you twist. So the Lord hey, man, he don't have no need for you, man. What need do the Lord, for real? What purpose are you on this earth, man, if all you're going to do and be is just a fucking asshole, man, or a disobedient person? It talks about that in 2 Timothy, it's the 3rd chapter, man. All right, perilous times, in those perilous times, disobedient kids shall come forward, man. Because you won't hearken to the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You won't listen to the Father of fathers, which is Yahweh. But it said, I have set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. Therefore hear, ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. And that's why you're in the condition you are right now. And that's why you're going to fall into the lot that today. All right, because you refuse the counsel, man. You refuse to hear. You refuse to hearken. Okay? This is Jeremiah 4:20. It says, destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are my tents spoiled and my curtains in a moment. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? Hey, man, pursuant to the elect, man, we hoping this place will be consumed up soon. But to y'all, man, y'all also want to wonder, like, man, how long is it going to be until they keep going out there, this and that, when you have the slightest clue, man, that we're actually trying to warn you. But now it's to the point where just constant destruction is being talked about. Constant destruction is being spewed forth. All right, well, not spewed forth, but put forth. And going back to Jeremiah, all right, going back to Jeremiah 51 and 54, it says, a sound of a cry cometh from Babylon, and great destruction from the land of Chaldeans, man. Because you got the enemy residing here as well, man. So all this destruction, man, all these woes being spoken about, all these tidings coming forth, man. And people don't want to listen to it, man. You know, you don't want to hear it. And especially the wicked, man, they being at ease. They're at ease over this thing. Well, you know what, man? Very soon the Lord is about to show himself. And he's going to show his power. The scriptures say, man, that for a long time he's holding his peace and he sat back. Well, now he's going to cry like a travailing woman, and he ain't going to spare. All right, because you wanted to take this thing as a joke. All right, you wanted to dilly-dally. Well, hey, man, prepare for an ultimate harsh judgment, a sharp judgment. All right. I'm going to get Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter first, and I'm going to jump down to a different one. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 5. It says, horribly and speedily shall it come upon you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places. And this is to any wicked individual. All right? It don't matter, because, I mean, even Jake himself can say that he's in a high situation or a high position. You know, you may have 3 bitches you fucking, man, and you got, you know, your 40s and your beer all the time, man. Hey, that puts Jake in a high situation, you know. But pursuant to what you're doing, man, you're also in a high position with the Lord because you're on his radar. All right? You've committed a lot of iniquity, man, and it's reached unto him. So the Lord is going to deal with you, man. That's why you got a sharp judgment coming to you, a sore trial. It says, for mercy will soon pardon the meanest, but mighty men shall be mightily tormented. For he which is Lord over all shall fear no man's person, neither shall he stand in all of any man's greatness. And so this power that ain't fearing nothing he's gonna meet you to your face. But he ain't gonna meet you as a man. He's gonna come in an angelic force, as an angelic being, and destroy you. Because you don't want to listen, man. You don't want to get right. You want to take your own, I'll say your culture. You want to take your own culture, man, and spit on it. All right? Because today, man, today is a very serious day. And in general, we've been in a very serious time. All right? Going back on what I said about yesterday, man, we've been in a place where there was no water, man, where it was just a dry desert. And you, just like Israel always displayed in the past, man, with the behavior, you were always trying to play and settle down, man, in an unsettled place. All right, you go into Deuteronomy. I keep forgetting the chapter. All right, let me go ahead and look for it. You go in Deuteronomy, for you and I. For you. So like, let me see if it comes up with this. Yeah, Deuteronomy 12:9 says, "For you are not as yet come to the rest and to the inheritance which the Lord your power giveth you." And what Israel was always trying to do, man, even as soon as they came out of captivity, man, they were always trying to settle. That's what they're doing here today. Still in Egypt, but this time in Egypt, this time in their captivity, they're settling. They are settled. Have it the slightest clue, man, that this place is going to be destroyed. And the Lord always told you, man, that when you went to an enemy's land, you weren't supposed to give in or consent to what they were doing. All right, I'll go ahead and get that. You were supposed to still remain a soldier for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? You're still supposed to be a representative for him. Let's see. Salakia, let me try to find it. Damn. Salakia, man, a little choppy right now today. There's one in particular I want to get though. I think it might be right here. No. Salaki, let me go ahead and look it up because I can't find it. But I'll read this real quick too, and then I'm gonna get the one. But this is Deuteronomy 6:12. It says, "Then beware, lest thou forget the Lord, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from that house of bondage. Thou shalt fear the Lord thy power, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. You shall not go after other gods of the gods of the people which are round about you." All right, this is actually just as good, because it's talking about you shall not go after other gods of the gods of the people which are round about you. When you go into another nation's land, or if you go into captivity under them, you're not supposed to do what they're doing. All right, the Lord has separated you, man, and made you a pure, holy people, which the word holy goes into being pure and separate. All right, you were made different, man. You weren't supposed to be doing what is going on in the world, man. We're just like pilgrims. We're passing through, and we're seeing all this crazy shit going on, but you ain't supposed to fall victim to it. But it says, "You shall not go after other gods or the gods of the people which are round about you. For the Lord thy power is a jealous power among you, lest the anger of the Lord thy power be kindled against thee, and destroy thee off the face of the earth." It says, "You shall not tempt the Lord your power as you tempted him in Massah. You shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord your power, and his testimonies, and his statutes which he have commanded thee. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess the good land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers, to cast out all thine enemies from before thee as the Lord has spoken." And that's what he's doing right now too. Getting ready to cast the enemy out. Getting ready to expel these goddamn demons and devils, all right, which are these other nations, and put them back where they belong, under our foot, under the obedience and servitude of Yasha Allah, ultimately Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? But let me go ahead and get that one. Let me see. I think this is how you spell possess. Please. I think I spelled possess wrong. This is right. This is Deuteronomy chapter. Salakia, man. This is Deuteronomy chapter 11. And let's see. I mean, there's a lot in here, man, to be honest. And to be honest, this ain't even the one that I'm looking for as well. But this is Deuteronomy 11 and that's not it, man. 11 and 10. It says, "For the land whither thou goest in to possess it is not as the land of Egypt from which you came out, where thou sowest thy seed." Okay, yeah, that's not it. Salakia. Man, so I guess I just can't find it. So I really want to find it, man. It just basically tells you, like, you ain't supposed to be doing what's going on in these places, man. Like, simply put, you're not supposed to be doing that. All right? Oh, right. I just found it. Deuteronomy 12 and 28. It says, "Observe and hear all these words which I command thee, that it may go well with thee and with thy children after thee forever. When thou doest that which is good and right in the sight of the Lord thy power. When the Lord thy power shall cut off the nations from before thee, whither thou goest to possess them." Again, when the Lord thy power shall cut off the nations from before thee, whither thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their land, take heed to thyself that thou not be snared by following them, after that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise. So it's just telling you right there, man, that whatever condition or place you go into, man, you're not supposed to fall and submit yourselves to whatever they did or whatever may be going on. Even when you come to possess them, or if you come into a situation like this, the Lord told you, man, to not be doing that. All right. In fact, I can get an example, and I think it's 2 Maccabees. Nope. 1 Maccabees. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and 50. It says, "Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time. So shall you receive great honor and an everlasting name." So be zealous, man. You ain't supposed to give up what you are or who you are. The other nations ain't stopping who they are, man. They're still being demons and devils. They still being pieces of shit. All right, following after their own ways. All right, so why us, man? Why should we throw away who we are just because we're in a certain situation? All right, that's why it says to be zealous, man. When you jump down to verse 1 Maccabees 2 and 64, it says, "Wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant and shew yourselves men in the behalf of the law, for by it shall you obtain glory." But it says, "Wherefore, you my sons, be valiant and shew yourselves men." You're supposed to hold your integrity. All right, you ain't supposed to fall. You ain't supposed to fall down, man. You're supposed to stay diligent. All right, you're still supposed to uphold the laws of your power, which is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which is the law, statutes, and commandments. And you ain't supposed to bow down. You're really supposed to choose death. All right, when it comes to jeopardizing your salvation or your livelihood, basically, you're supposed to choose death. And I know it's easier said than done, but hey, man, we ain't even at a hard part yet, man. And you Israelites, man, have fallen victim to this world already. You've already fallen victim to the enemy. And it really took little to no effort, man. I've made that clear before in other videos, man. It takes little to no effort anymore now to chop up a Jake and consume them up. All right? That's why the law has, Salakia. That's why the Lord, though, has to return. Whether it's in an unpleasant manner or not, whether it's for your destruction or not, the Lord has to return. Because if he doesn't, these things will continue. All right? Man will fall. All Israel will fall. And yeah. So it's very important, man, that what's going on today and what's going to continue to occur happens. Because if not, man, this devil won't stop. Okay? But going back to what I had in Jeremiah about how you people, you Israelites, man, you Jakes, you don't listen. The Lord's going to come and judge you for that, man. All right? Because you've been warned. You've been warned. All right? This is Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 22 and 5. It says, "But if you will not hear these words, I swear by myself, saith the Lord, that this house shall become a desolation." Man, you can't say that the Most High don't exist, man. Seriously. After seeing that, I don't know how to say it, man. When something bad happens to somebody, man, first of all, man, it's not something good supposed to be happening to everybody. If you're a good person, why should anything bad happen? That's what I'm trying to get at. If you're a good person, why should anything bad happen to you, man? Why should your life be hindered or put into a straight condition if you're a good person? The Lord is saying that if you would not hear him, bad things would happen. Those are the curses. Okay? You go into, I just actually had it in Deuteronomy. It says right here in Deuteronomy, in 4 and 26, it says, "I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that you shall soon utterly perish from off the land, whereunto you go over Jordan to possess it. You shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall be utterly destroyed. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and you shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord shall lead you." Did that not happen? Are we not scattered? Are we not under the heathen? That's a bad thing, man. That was performed. So how are you going to say that this stuff is not real? And the Lord just said that if you will not hear the words, I swear by myself, that this house shall become a desolation. Are we not desolate right now? You do got the elect being brought back, but as for the rest of the house of Israel, man, they're becoming desolated. All right? Because why? You did not listen. All right? You did not want to hearken. You did not want to take heed. And so the Lord is little by little pining you away. That's what the word pine means. All right? You got in, let me see. I want to say, but for whose heart, let me go ahead and type that as well, man. Salakia for the hiccups today, man. These other scriptures, man. I bring them out all the time. I just keep forgetting what exact chapter they're in. This is, let me see. This is, Salakia. Ezekiel 11:21 says, "But as for them whose heart walketh after the heart of their detestable things and their abominations, all right, I will recompense their way upon their own heads, say the Lord." Power. And you have Jake today walking after their own detestable and abominable things. And look what happens to him. Exactly what the Lord said. That he will recompense their ways upon their own heads, saith the Lord Yahweh. And that's why you got Jake being killed. That's why you got them in debt, poor as hell all the time, in poverty. All right, being lied to. Because you wanted to seek after a different way. All right, you were warned about what was the wrong way and what was the right way, and you chose to take the wrong way. All right, because you wanted to fill your belly. All right, you wanted to do whatever you wanted to do what thou willest, and you're paying for it now. And you're going to be paying for it the utmost tonight. Better believe it. Every year that's gone by, man, every new Passover that occurs, you people have more and more wrath stored upon you. And so, hey, man, that's a scary thing. You should be afraid. You should really, man, you should be trying to repent. But, hey, we know you're not. All right? This whole time, man, you've been taught that you're free to do what you want to do, man. Carte blanche. And really, that's a lot. And really, man, you're just being led into the ways of death. Going back to 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, man, our people are led as a sheep to the slaughter, man. Having the slightest idea of what you should be doing, yet not even knowing that what you're doing now is an intentional lie, a deliberate lie told to you so that you can continue on in your iniquity. Hey, man, the Lord is going to come and fuck this place up. And you're going to be dealt with, man. Okay? It's the same repetitive things. There's nothing that's going to change about that. You people want to hear peace, but you ain't going to get peace. All right? It's the same thing that, let me get that in Jeremiah 40. Ooh, let me get that actually. There was an account where, you wanted to hear peace. And actually the scriptures say, man, pray not for these people. All right? Jeremiah was told from the Lord, pray not for these people, man. All right? And the Lord even said that I give you not peace but evil. All right? Let me see which one I was going to get. And Slack it. Let me get that. This is oh, I'm in the wrong book. This is, man, what is going on today, man? Salakia. I think I'm tripping right now, man. I don't know why. Oh, it's right here, Salakia. It says in Jeremiah 44, I thought I had it in brackets. You know, I highlight stuff in my book. Salakia, man. Jeremiah 44 and 15, it says, then all the, actually, you know what? Jeremiah 44 and 13 says, for I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt, as I had punished Jerusalem, by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. That's a judgment to the wicked. It says, actually, you know what? Jeremiah 44 and 11 says, man, there's a lot, actually. Jeremiah 44. Oh, no, you good, you good. How you doing? No, you good. My bad, man.
It's all right.
This is Jeremiah 44 and 2. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts. Man, it's weird today, man. You know, I never even knew people even walked right here, man. And then I'm in a place where I'm thinking, ain't nobody gonna come from this side, and this dude did. So it's just a little off today, man. Salakia for this. Jeremiah 44 and 2 says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, ye have seen all the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem, and upon all the cities of Judah. And behold, this day they are a desolation, and no man dwelleth therein. Like I was saying, man, you got a lot of stuff happening because why? Because of what we're doing. All right, you're going through the condition that you're going through because you refuse to hear the counsel of Yahweh Shemel Shai, as it is yet this day. It says, because of their wickedness, which they have committed to provoke me to anger, and that they went to burn incense and to serve other gods whom they knew not. Neither they, ye, nor your fathers. Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants of prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear to turn from their wickedness, to burn no incense unto other gods. Wherefore my fury and mine anger was poured forth, and was kindled in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, and they are wasted and desolate as at this day, because every time that you were warned and you rebelled or resisted, more judgment was put upon you. So your condition got worse and worse and worse. Well, actually, going back into Jeremiah, that chapter I brought out. All right, Jeremiah 50 and let's see. Jeremiah 50 and 33, against thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were all pressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, they refused to let them go. There was a part where it's supposed to say that they were laid low too. That, you know, they were consumed up by the enemy, man. They were just basically just showing that, man, we were brought to the lowest state possible. All right? Esau, man, used us and wore us out. The scriptures say, man, that we were worn out, man. You know, we were cast off and cast out in the streets as like a harlot woman, man, just used up. And it's because of our evil, man, because we did not listen. Every time that you reject the knowledge, man, every time that you reject the truth when it's brought to you, man, the Lord looks at that, man, and he just tallies it up like, okay, all right, I was gonna give him an ass whooping 7 times. Now look at this, 77 more. You know, that's how the Lord looks at it when you reject His word, man. And that's why you had these certain solemn days, man, because the Lord also knows, man, there's a lot that's gonna go on during that time. A lot of resistance, a lot of rebellion. And so what you people don't know is that on this specific day, the Lord hey man, that's open game. Okay? But this is Jeremiah 44 and 4. It says, howbeit I send unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear to turn from their wickedness, to burn no incense unto other powers. Wherefore my fury and mine anger was poured forth, and was kindled in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, and they are wasted and desolate as at this day. Therefore now thus saith the Lord, the power of hosts, the God of Israel, wherefore commit ye this great evil against your souls, to cut off from you man and woman, child and suckling out of Judah, to leave you none to remain. And it's like asking again, why should you die and pine away, man? Like, why do you continue? Because you love to do evil rather than good. And the Lord is telling you, man, like, why do you continue to do that which I hate, man? For real. Why, man? It's crazy, man, how these Jakes, man, are so fucking desolate, man. They're so beat down and ugly, and yet you still try to find a way to justify continuing doing iniquity and wickedness. When the Lord, like I brought this out the other day, man, when the Lord, man, if you follow the Lord, he promises you prosperity, man. He promises you peace. Instead of looking like a fucking homo thug and shit, man, you could be honorable. All right? You could be adorned, embellished with glory and honor, man. But instead, you want to settle for this. You want to settle for some fucking ugly ass shit, man. Like, you know, look behind me, man. It's ugly as hell. You know? This is what you want to settle for, man. This is your glory. This is what you want to take pride in, man. And the Lord is asking, like, well, for what? Why? It says in Jeremiah 44 and 8, says, and that ye provoke me unto wrath with the works of your hands, burning incense unto other gods in the land of Egypt, whither you be gone to dwell, that you might cut yourselves off, and that you might be a curse and a reproach among all the nations of the earth. And it's still rightfully so, man. Or not rightfully, it's still it's still happening. You're still in that same situation, man. And Jake is never about progressing, man. That's something about our people, man. They love to just be fucking still and slack and lazy. So why should, again, a question, why should you people be allowed to exist anymore? Why should you be allowed to inherit a perpetual, never-ending rich kingdom? All right? You don't. Simply put, you don't. And the Lord already divided those, man, that deserve to have it and don't deserve to have it. Tell you that in Sirach, man, that there were those that he hollowed out to be pure and undefiled and honorable, and there were some that he made low and dishonorable. And you are those dishonorable, man. The 2/3, man, are these dishonorable vessels that are going to be casted out and thrown away. Okay? Thrown in the furnace, burned up, and disposed and discarded of, man. Thrown in the trash bag, thrown in the fucking compressor, man, and burned up, man. You know? It says, have you forgotten the wickedness of your fathers? Have you forgotten the wickedness of your fathers and the wickedness of the wings of Judah? And the Salakia, and the wickedness of the kings of Judah, and the wickedness of their wives, your own wickedness. Salakia, I'm going to read that all over again. Have you forgotten the wickedness of your fathers, and the wickedness of the kings of Judah, and the wickedness of their wives, and your own wickedness, and the wickedness of your wives, which they have committed in the land of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem? Like, and that's a lot that and our people have done a lot. All right? For you to forget that, man, it's crazy. Instead, now you wake up wondering how to be more abominable, be more of a dishonorable vessel, when you should be trying to get your ass right. When you should be, like I've been told to myself, man, when you should be showing the spirit of determination, showing that you're sorry for what you did. But you know what? By your actions, man, you show you ain't sorry. You show that you're at ease. You show that you're okay with what you've done. All right? So the Lord, man, you got to battle the Lord on that. And I was watching a live last night. I watched it for a split second, man. You got to battle that. You got to battle the heavens now. That's what you're gonna fight.